Good morning.
Morning, guys. Welcome back to the live stream. This is Bruce Wang, and it's March 8th, 9 o'clock. We are back at it again with another live stream. Welcome to the live. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. If you guys are trying to switch to Webull, switch it right now. Let's jump right into the portfolio. Market still, we're in morning market hours, but regular trading hours has not started yet. We've been doing these live streams pretty consistently, so this is going to be week 2 of the live streams. How are you guys liking it so far? And the biggest move so far pre-market is basically GME, man. GME does not want to stop moving. So GME sitting at 156. It is up $18, 13% in the morning. The only thing that has not crashed yet is GME. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about, should we be investing now or should we be waiting for the crash? So over the last 2 weeks, my portfolio has seen a tremendous dip in a bunch of the stocks that are tech related, growth stock related, companies like Tesla, Alibaba, Square. A lot of those companies have corrected in value. So in the short term, I'm going to be dollar cost averaging my way down, but in key takeaways from this is I don't think that you're going to be able to time the market, and dollar cost averaging is going to be the easiest way psychologically to get into the game of investing. Imagine if you just started investing today versus investing 1 month ago. You would have such an easier time now. If you're just brand new right now, ready to go in, sign up for a Webull account and just jump right into it. Because if you invested anything 2 months ago in growth related or tech related stocks, you would have been crushed. So be careful of investing like companies like Tesla right now. Man, I'm getting crushed on Tesla. Tesla's sitting at $600 pre-market hours, so it's trending upwards pretty good. My average cost is $650. $650. I've seen some posts on Wall Street Bets where they got like a few hundred shares or a few shares at $550, which is insane. All right, let's jump right into it. I'm seeing Joseph in the chat, Lance. We got King Trent spamming right now. We got Milkman. We got Matthew in the chat. Holding Tesla off. Holding off on Tesla for now. Definitely, I would not advise, or this is not financial advice. Let's get that up there. I don't think going all in on any company right now is probably going to be the best idea, especially ARK. All right, so Quinn Simpson, he said, I hear you. I'm getting crushed on my ARK funds. ARK fund is all innovations. So I'm not sure if you guys heard of it, but there's this treasury yield bonds are going up. The yields on bonds are going up, and basically what that means is a lot of investors, institutional investors, they're going to be moving away from more risky investments, and they're going to be jumping into safer companies. Safer, like bonds are going to be one of the most safest things that you can invest in. I have some bonds. Even though a lot of you guys saying I'm too young to own some bonds, yeah, I'm in a lot of bonds right now too. So this is my Tesla holdings right now. I have 20 shares. I almost pulled a plug. I almost invested 100 shares at $800. All right, so that was my initial strategy, but luckily I didn't do that. I would have been completely crushed. We got 200 people in here, 240 people. Welcome to the live stream, guys. We are going over, should we be investing in the stock markets now versus waiting until it crashes? If anybody here can tell me when the stock market is going to crash, that would be awesome. Dogecoin is going up. I own a little bit of Doge. What's up? Just recently started following you and wanted to say great stuff, man. Well informed and definitely helping those who don't spend that much time researching. Thank you, Carrie. That's the main goal of my channel, is to help new investors make sense of what's going on in the stock market, because there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of noise out there, especially when it comes to, a lot of YouTubers pumping companies that, are not that good. So I like to keep a calm, even, mellow tone about investing, because investing is supposed to be boring, right? And I know Wall Street Bets is the complete opposite, but investing should be boring and it should be slow, but it could be fun too. We got prod by Shorty. GME probably only going up until this April 16th when deep value options expire. Gonna buy some puts before then if it goes up a lot. Definitely, I was looking into buying puts on GME. It's tough. It's tough to go against that because there's such a big community on GME waiting for it to go to the moon. I don't know if you want to, be a part of that to crush their dreams, but that's just my thoughts. We can just chill with GME in the title here. All right, we got fun comes with more risk. Definitely. If the more That's why everybody in GME is having so much fun right now. Is there a way? All right, King Trent Mitchell. Man, you got two first names. Is there a way to transfer your Robinhood stocks in E-Trade? Yes. Just go open up an E-Trade account and then press transfer funds. Everything else would be pretty straightforward, guy. There is, but it's hard to do and long to do. I don't think it's pretty easy. It just takes time, man. I know a lot of you guys that are, instant gratification. Why is this stock not moving? I just bought it today. Good morning, Rico. Let's see what's the stock market brings us this week. Definitely, hopefully it brings the pain. I'm hoping it brings the pain, man. I want some better deals on these companies that I own and more companies that I want to buy. That's what I'm hoping. Wait, straight funds from Robinhood? Does it take to the bank? You guys can help him out, man. Am I going to get the steamy? I hope so. I might need a few more million subscribers to get one of those, though. I wonder if they're going to make like a finance YouTuber category. That would be pretty awesome. Good morning, guys. It is 9:20. We got 10 more minutes until market opens for regular trading hours. What are you guys doing, man? Oh, man, we got some bag holders in the chat. Don't worry about it, dude. You live and you learn. Is it a good time to invest in tech stocks right now? What's your suggestion considering the economic climate? Steven, I would not say, personally, I'm not going all in. I'm looking at different companies that I wanted to buy for a long time, and they're a better deal than they were last month. So I'm slowly opening my positions up, and like on Tesla, I have 20 shares now. Doesn't the help package come from Biden today? Okay, all right, that's what I want to get into. Completely missed the package on that. Stimulus. We got the stimulus. All right, guys. So what happens next with the COVID relief bill? Oh, man, this is about to get demonetized now. All right, New York Times, owned by Jeff Bezos. Here's what you need to know. All right, that's good. How big are the stimulus payments in the bill? Who is eligible? How could I expect my payment to arrive? What would the stimulus bill affect unemployment payments? What would the relief bill do to the health insurance? All right, let's see. Let's see, when should we expect this? During the last round of payments, the IRS got the first payments out within the first few days. As before, you would track the status of your payments using Get My Payment tool be aware that there's a lot of volume. All right, guys, I'm going to help everybody out here. Michael bought 100 shares of Tesla at 680. All right, Michael. Hopefully that stimulus will help you with some of your losses. 100 shares at 680, that's tough. I bought 10 shares at 680, around there. I think averaging your way down slowly would be a good idea. That's what I'm doing, because I'm down pretty big on my Tesla position. So I'm down 8%, almost 9%. I'm down $1,000. So it's gonna take time before there's gonna be a recovery on that. All right, guys. Let's try to get our stimulus package. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get one. To qualify for the full 1,400, a single person would need an adjusted gross income of 75,000 or below. For heads of households, adjusted gross income would need at least to be 112,000 or below, and for married couples filing jointly would be need 150,000. All right, so luckily, I don't know if I'll be able to get this. Maybe. I'm glad I sold Tesla at 720. Yeah, I mean, you're glad, but hopefully there's no like giant pump for Tesla and it goes up even higher. What's up, Danny? We got Flat in the chat. We got Stay Lucid in the chat. Michael, Aram, holding for long term. Wolfstar. We got our first dono. Thank you, Wolfstar. What's a good price to buy into Nintendo? You want to buy Nintendo? Let's take a look at Nintendo, guys. Which one should we look into? I mean, are they both the same thing? I'm not sure. NTDOY. So Nintendo's sitting at $71 right now. Is it the same? All right, looks the same. Let's see. So this is the consumer cyclical, toys, children products. You know what Apple needs to do? Apple needs to buy Nintendo, or Nintendo needs to get sold to Apple. It's a strong buy according to analysts. A lot of these analysts are targeting this above $80. So it is at least, at minimum, fair value. At minimum. Over the last quarter, they did pretty good. Cost of revenues down 3%. Annual basis, cost of revenues down 1.5%. It's not too bad. Japanese shares and lower on the year-end position here. I mean, this is not too bad. There was a little bit of a sell-off over the last. Let's take a look here. All right, so okay, so this is a support level here at $70. It already crashed that. I would look, if you want to open a position early. Right now is an okay time, but you got to be aware that it could drop to like $60. I mean, this was last year. It was like about 6 months ago. It was at $60. So just be careful right there. It could honestly continue to dip here because it is in the consumer cyclical. It is a technology company in a way. All right, let me know how the stream is going, guys. I'm seeing some errors on my end. Let me know if this is still pretty smooth or not. All right, so real quick, I'm going to ask you guys, where do you think the market is going today? Are we going to be seeing green or are we going to be seeing red? Let me know in the comments. How do you expect the markets to go on today? I mean, on this week. What am I saying? Moises. I mean, how do you feel about Plug? All right, thank you for the dono. Let me put Plug up in here really quickly. Ooh, Plug. Let's see. What is this company all about? Energy sector. I think Plug was a company Robinhood was giving out whenever I had a referral. I had a few Plug. If you guys didn't know, Robinhood's referral, they used to give out like $5 stocks. And yeah, I think when I first got Plug, it was about $5. So it's in the energy sector. On the high end, it could be up to $82. In the average end, it could be around $60. On the low end, it could be around $50. Analysts are saying it's a buy. If we look at the quarterly results, last quarter was horrendous. Negative $100 million revenue. How is that possible? How do you spend $100 million extra? I mean, how do you lose $100 million in a year when the last year you made 200? I mean, the last quarter you made 200 million. I would think there's going to be a lot more pain when it comes to this. Buy the dip candidates in this stock market. 5 penny stocks. Nope. I'll be really careful buying into this. This was only in the beginning of the year. This, January 26th, it saw its all-time high. I would be very careful jumping into a company like this. It had a pretty bad earnings call, so I'm assuming that's why it's dipping so hard. On top of that, I mean, the energy sector is doing really well. All right, the energy sector is supposed to be doing really well. I think the price of oil went up again, and like that's why ExxonMobil's been blasting off into outer space over the last month. 20% gains over the last month. So I'm not sure why Plug is not doing that as well, because there's a lot of earning calls for ExxonMobil has been pretty trash as well. Last quarter, last quarter, this was the quarter before that. This was the quarter before that. ExxonMobil has been losing a lot of money every single quarter, but still able to maintain its dividend. All right, so I'm going back into the chat, reading what you guys are saying here. All right, thank you. Thank you. It does look pretty smooth. Is ExxonMobil still a buy at $61? It's hard. I mean, it's hard for me to say, right? Because if you look at my position, my average cost is sitting at $43. I've been letting people know about ExxonMobil over the last months, like since January, December, November, December, January. I've been letting people know, like, I'm buying heavy. So let me show you when I stopped buying to let you guys make your own decision. So I wanted to do a bunch of sell calls here. Yeah, man, I should have just kept it. The last time I bought ExxonMobil, I mean, ExxonMobil, in my opinion, I would still buy it, but there's less upside now. All right, fair value is sitting roughly $74. Let's see what Webull says. Yeah, ExxonMobil fair value is roughly around $74. All right, so on the analyst here on Webull is saying on the high end is 84, average is going to be 57, on the low end is going to be 40. There's going to be a lot less upside if you're buying it now, right? This was last year, beginning of last year. So this is where it's trending, but you can see there's a lot less upside, right? There's only like $10 of upside. So just be careful buying into there. Just know there's not that much upside. A lot of people are saying green this. Yeah, I believe most likely the markets are going to be very positive and very bullish on this stimulus package deal. A lot of people are going to be getting, think about this, all right? These are my thoughts on the stimulus package. Most of America is going to get this stimulus, right? 1,400, and every household typically is going to have at least like 3 people, right? Husband, wife, maybe 1 kid, maybe 2 kids at the most. So that's roughly almost $5,000 per household if you think about it. And where is this money going to go? Yes, a lot of people are going to be using it for necessities, rent, food, shelter, utilities and all that stuff. But there's a lot of people also that's just going to take this money and throw it into the stock market, throw it into more real estate. You know, they're gonna do stuff like that. So I can only imagine how the markets are gonna react today. And let's see, we got another super chat. I was gonna say Snapchat. Love your videos, by the way. What do you think about Interactive Brokers? I was thinking of starting an account with them. Interactive Brokers. That sounds very familiar. Let me search that up. Thank you for the dono. £5 from the UK. I'm assuming you're asking about Interactive Brokers because it's a UK-based brokerage. Interactive Brokers. Interactive Brokers LLC is an American multinational brokerage firm. It operates the largest electronic trading platform in the U.S. by number of daily average revenue trades. The company brokers stocks, options, futures. Okay. I mean, do they have a stock? All right, so I'm assuming you want to buy the stock of Interactive Brokers. IBRK. IBKR. IB. All right, so I'm going to take a quick look at this. And, ooh, they even pay a nice little dividend here of 10 cents per share. Nice. I like dividends. I mean, do you guys do this type of fundamental analysis on your channels when you are looking into buying any stocks, or are you just like plugging in the ticker symbol and thinking, oh man, this is going to go up, this is going to go down? All right, so analysts are saying it's a buy. High end is going to be 89. Fair value is going to be 78. Financials are so-so. You know, it wasn't doing too well over the last few quarters. This quarter was doing all right. It's been trending up since its all-time lows here of last March. I mean, the upside is not there, right? How much further up can this go? Not really sure, but so there's going to be that upside potential is not really that high, but there is going to be, you know, a fair value-ness at around these price levels. Those are my thoughts there. All right, we got some more super chats coming in. Thank you guys. GME is jumping. Let's do a quick GME check. I mean, a lot of people are FOMOing into this right now. It is 9:35. GME is up. And it is climbing, man. There's a lot of volume in pre-market hours here. We're going to switch this to the 5-minute chart, see what happens. There wasn't actually that much volume. Look, there's really low volume. So I'm not really sure where this price action is coming from. I would, you know, consider taking a look at some buying puts here. Ooh. Oh, man, there's too much action for me right now. Way too much action. All right, let's jump back into the donos. We got 500 people in here. Welcome to the live stream, guys. We're going to look at a few donos here, and you know, main topic of today's video is basically going to reset the room for these 500 people. We've been looking at GameStop. Is it time to buy in now or wait for the market to crash? That is on today's topic. All right, and most likely I'm going to be buying in today, and if the market crashes, I'm going to buy a lot more. Roblox is coming thoughts, and VET good buy or nah. So thank you guys. Thank you for the super chat. Roblox. I don't know what Roblox did. What's the other app? So I've used Roblox a little bit. I played the game just because my nephew, who's like 10 years old, has been playing and he's crazy about Roblox. It's gonna be Roblox and what's the other game? The mining one, Mining Stories or something. Let's take a look at this real quick. I would be very careful. Yeah, go watch this video. I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy. Go watch this video by Humphrey, man. He is a great investor. He knows what he's talking about. He has a pretty good opinion on Roblox. I personally would not be buying this, but it is an interesting, strategy, because the way that they make money is basically by either subscriptions or in-app purchases, and it's pretty crazy, like how companies like this can do. So I'll be really careful. The one thing I'll be really careful about is, whenever you start buying into an IPO, IPOs usually, that's the time when the initial investors get out of the company. They are able to like make a profit. I'm looking a lot into angel investing, and I'm having some opportunities for me to be able to angel invest. So that's just like where I'm at personally. And basically, what I've learned so far is anybody that was early to invest in Roblox, let's say 10 years ago, right? Let's say they put in $10,000, $20,000. They would have to wait until the day that they IPO to be able to get their capital back, to get their initial investment back. So that could have been like 5 years for them. That could have been, a few years for them. And whenever an IPO happens, is basically a time where, yes, other investors can get in, but it's also a time where early investors can finally be able to see capital on their initial investment. So always be careful. A lot of people, they just never buy into IPOs. They either wait for it to come out, wait for some of the earnings to come out, and then they would make their decisions from there. We got another dono. We got Karma spam in the chat. If there's any mods in here, you guys can put them in timeout for a bit. Eleanor with another super chat. No, I was thinking of starting an account with them. Man, Eleanor, you made me go into like some freaking research for like 5 to 10 minutes, and you just want to open an account with them. Definitely, if you're looking for him, it looks like they are a more professional brokerage compared to, Robinhood and Webull. But Webull and Robinhood, they're just so easy to use. All right. Links are going to be in the top if you guys are looking to change brokerages. But definitely, if you want to open one with them, it's free, right? I'm pretty sure it's free. That you're not going to be paying a membership or anything. Just open one, just check it out, just use their user interface, see if you like it or not, and just go from there. All brokerages are basically going to be the same now, because they're commission free, and that's my thoughts on that. Bruce, how about VET? Is VET a cryptocurrency or is it a stock? I'm pretty sure it's a cryptocurrency, man. I don't buy altcoins, all right? Crypto. If it's a crypto, I don't buy altcoins. VeChain, I'm not about that, man. I only would hold Bitcoin. All right, I would only hold Bitcoin. So be careful jumping into that type of stuff, man. Altcoins, I lost thousands, tens of thousands of dollars on altcoins, man. Do not do it. So looks like we're gonna be green for the day. I'm up 1.5%. We have some companies here like Square and Alibaba dipping down. Alibaba down $5 on the day. Oh my God, should I be buying back into this? So last week I bought probably 20 shares or something last week of Alibaba. This ain't no GME. What is GME is very volatile this morning. Look at this. Let's go to 1 minute chart. A lot of sell action right when the bell opened. I guess the squeeze has not been squoze, guys. GME is still a thing. VET is a stock. All right, man. VET. This is in the energy sector. It looks to be very overvalued. I like to see green when it comes to the quarterlies, man. Annually, it looks to be doing all right. I mean, yes, last week was a good time to buy. Looks to be very volatile. I mean, if you look at the trends, dude, this does not look good overall. I'll be really careful in buying into this. What's up, guys? We got 500 people in here. We're going to be going live for 1 hour. Whatever questions you guys, just drop them down below and I'll look into them. We got Mario in the chat. We got Dev in the chat. We got Yoda in the chat. Rent got drip. Thank you guys for being here with me this morning. We're going to try to do an afternoon show as well. So if you guys are missing this morning or you can't stay that long, jump in on the afternoon show. Thanks, Puffy, for the dono. Drop a like if you guys haven't already. Is CCIV really still a thing, man? EV stocks have been getting completely crushed. I'm going to follow this. All right. Let's take a look here. This is CCIV's chart. Massive gains right here on February 18th, so mid-February. And it came crashing back down to reality. I think CCIV right now is closer to fair value. I mean, I would, if it was closer to $10, $15, I would buy. But this would have to be a long-term hold for anybody jumping in right now. I'll be really careful into getting into CCIV since they don't even have any cars out on the road. A lot of movement from Tesla here. Tesla's a $16 gain on the day. So let's take a look at some of my Tesla funds. So I might be buying more Alibaba early in the morning today. I mean, 1% dip is not that bad. I'll wait maybe a little bit longer until I decide to pull the trigger on more Alibaba or not. But Tesla, though, this is looking nice. We're up over $250 on the day because of Tesla. And that's looking pretty nice to me. Sundial is up 6%. You guys know exactly what you were doing when you bought Sundial, all right? Sundial is massively volatile. Real quick, I want to put you guys on the show, right? So ever since this GME stuff has happened, I've been trying to learn more about investing and hedge funds. I wanted to learn what hedge funds do and like how they work behind the scenes. So if you guys want to know like about hedge fund culture and everything, I would recommend you guys watch this show called Billions. It's been around since 2016, and some hedge funds managers that I've listened to on Clubhouse, they say that Billions is pretty accurate when it comes to how they portray like it's like within like working for a hedge fund company. So go check out this. All right, I'll throw this in the chat for you guys. If you guys are, just chilling and you guys want to know what's happening behind the scenes, just go check that out. I'm using Webull for this brokerage here. If you guys are wanting to sign up, there's a link that you guys can get that's pinned to the chat. You guys can get 2 free stocks here. All right, we got some donos coming in. Please look at the ticker EYES. The Elliott family of 7. Definitely, I can do that really quickly for you guys. EYES. Ticker symbol EYES. Hopefully, you have to tell me what exchange it's on. So, there's a big pump over the last day. I would not buy into this 100% gains. What is going on here? DJ sector, second site medication shared continued to rise after FDA approval of a something. So I'm assuming there was a FDA approval of maybe a procedure or some type of product for them. I mean, they've look at their quarterly earnings, 0, 0, 0, 0. I mean, this looks like a little pump and dump to me. So be careful of getting into this. I have to do a little bit more research into what they're doing. So current value is at $9, at $11. Analysts are saying it's about $2.50. Honestly, I need to go through a few of these articles to be able to tell you guys what's going on. But I'm assuming it's within the medical field, healthcare services, equipment. I mean, maybe they made like some special laser. But this looks like this looks unstable, unsustainable. All right, I would be really careful buying into this. If you got in at $1.40, I would take some profits. That's what I would do. All right, we got Alex in the chat. Thank you for the super chat. What app or website do you use to view this activity? I'm assuming red is sells, green is buys. Yes, Alex, I'm assuming you're looking at the times and sales. So this is like real trading time. Like this is real time right here. What's going on here? You can also change it to volume. GME will probably be crazy too. A lot of price action, price movements here. This is Webull. All right. Links is pinned to the top of the chat. If you guys want to sign up, you get 2 free stocks. We got Puff, man. Puffy, P. Diddy in the house. Hey, man, I really am trying to get into stocks. I bought almost 3 shares at 71 of GME. When is a good time to sell and buy into real stocks like Tesla? You've already doubled up your investment, man. Congratulations. If GME was the first company that you bought into and you're up 100%, you're up over 100% right now, I would consider personally taking some profits. I would really consider taking in some profits. And if it's your first time and you're worried about companies, I would just buy the VOO. VOO is the top 500 American companies. Tesla is in this ETF. An ETF is a basket of stocks, and it's super diverse. And on average, VOO goes up roughly like 7% a year. Some years is down, some years is up a lot, but on average is up 7%. So I'm invested heavily in VOO, especially when I first started. Tesla is in VOO, so just for you guys' information. Still holding 100,000 plus shares of Doge at an average cost of less than a penny. Jesus, my guy. You must be up. Is that even right, dude? You must be up like $500,000. Open looking real good on the rebound. I don't know what open is, man. Thank you guys for joining with me in this live stream this morning. Let's see how GameStop is doing. GameStop's in at 152. Markets are looking pretty green today. Should I even look into my I can show you guys my I'm down $4,000 on this because of one position here. Let's see if I can find my position somewhere around here. I'm not a professional when it comes to using Webull yet. I'm still looking. I'm still learning. Yeah. I'm down biggest on X1, down $4,400. Tough, very tough. That's my position on X1. Good morning. 500 of you guys in here in the morning tuning in to see what's going on. All right, so the main question of the day here is, are you guys waiting for a dip, or are you guys investing now? All right? Like, I always tell you guys what I'm doing, and before I do it, if you guys want to communicate with me outside of YouTube, definitely you guys can follow me on the Discord, or you guys could, oh man, what am I doing? All right. What do I want to do? I want to invite, right? You guys can follow me on the Discord so you guys can chat it up with my community in here. A lot of these guys are very knowledgeable, and I need to get into here and answer some questions after this live stream. But definitely I'm there all day. I think he means market open. All right, so I'm in the chat here. going over some questions. Only got 1K left in my bank account. Be careful, man. Before you guys start investing, there's so many different steps that you guys have to do as well. Investing should be the last step. If you guys have like a lot of debt, if you guys have a lot of credit card bills, if you guys haven't managed your money correctly, definitely investing should be one of the last things you do. Make sure you get your money right before you start investing. Dip not likely until interest rates bump up. L Boogie. Very interesting thoughts there. Interest rates, the Feds are trying to keep it low so the economy would, continue to spend and spend and spend money. This $1.9 trillion that's going into the market right now. Yeah, right here. 1.9 trillion. I can only imagine what this is going to do. Since last year, it basically happened around the same time last year, right? Maybe March, April. We saw that there was a massive, massive correction, a V-shaped recovery. All right, Say's doing pretty big things, man. I saved up 30K before investing. Definitely, I was in very similar situation. I knew that I needed a emergency fund. I needed like at least 3 to 6 months of emergency fund. Everything else was paid off, and then I started investing heavily. That's why a lot of you guys are wondering, like, man, how can I put in like $1,000 a week, $2,000 a week? Because I don't have any bills really. I don't really have that many bills. Should I invest into a Vanguard ETF now or wait until the crash? I'm just started a Roth IRA. I would, since none of us here knows what's gonna happen, all right? I can't predict the future. Nobody here can predict the future. A lot of people use the strategy dollar cost average. That's what I preach. Over the last week, I threw in I maxed out my Roth IRA personally. I can show you guys my Roth IRA. I did a lump sum investment. I didn't even dollar cost average. I just threw $6,000 into my retirement account. All right, so I'm going to show you my retirement account here. This is my Roth IRA sitting at $28,000. I can show you the activity. So on March 4th, no, that was a dividend. On February 24th, I just put in $6,000. And with that, I bought VOO. Like, I'm not lying to you when I tell you I buy the stuff that I buy. I don't know. A lot of people are pumping stocks here. I'm not trying to pump VOO, but I don't think anybody can actually. Bro, I feel like eating out every day. I know the simple solution is to go grocery shopping, but if you make a lot of money, if you make more money if you make more money with the time spent doing your work versus the time spent going to the grocery store and cooking, I would just order out every single day. I almost order out every day, at least one meal. I don't do any cooking myself. My wife, sometimes she likes to cook, sometimes not. So it's up to her. I let her, if she wants to take a break, she can just order whatever she wants, and that's what we eat. So you have to really think about it. If you save more money doing the work versus cooking, I would just order out every day. What do you think of Maine? Maine is a legit REIT. Personally, I like Realty Income. I'm all in on Realty Income right now. So we're just in the chat right now. We're just going over some questions here. And I'm keeping an eye on the markets. GME sitting at 153 right now, and looks pretty good. Might be a time, maybe when GME hits like $200, that's when I would short it, start shorting it a little bit, buying some puts on it. I love Maine. 2020 was a blip because of the business, but I'm up huge with Maine after getting in. Definitely, I think a lot of people got or learned about Maine, the REIT, after I started making a lot of videos on it. Even with Realty Income, a lot of people have started getting their dividends already from it. Also, on top of that, making some capital gains. Virgin Galactic Holdings, I would not buy. I saw Chamath, he sold out of his position like $200 million or something like that. Oh man, space is gonna take a big hit. I'm staying away from anything space related. I don't know how that sector is gonna make any money at all. I'm just trying to figure out how are they gonna make money for their investors, man. What is the market for space innovation other than like sending satellites to space? Like Starlink, that's a legit business model. All REITs are almost the same, guys. Just pick one, pick a ETF, like a Vanguard has a REIT ETF, and you're good, man. Like a lot of your questions, guys, can be answered by just buying an ETF. Honestly, a lot of your questions can just be answered by buying an ETF that tracks that industry. If you're already asking me, what do I think about a certain stock? Most likely you should be investing in ETFs, because even I invest in ETFs. This is not a bad thing to invest in an ETF, guys. I think most people should be investing in ETFs. All right, I bought Realty Income, 27 shares at $59. Thoughts? I love Realty Income. You're already up, man. You're up, and you're going to be collecting dividends every single month. You're good. All right, Kevin, thank you for dropping that. VNQ. I'll double check that. VNQ. Yes, VNQ is the Vanguard real estate ETF. That is, look into that if you guys are asking me about REITs, man. Check Apple. I would love to check Apple, man. Apple, hopefully you're not talking about the REIT. I'm not looking at Apple REITs. Apple's sitting at 118 bucks. So for anybody that doesn't know, I own some Apple in my Robinhood portfolio. Average cost is sitting at $111. So I'm going to be waiting for this to dip. If this dips past my average cost, I would consider buying in right now. If it keeps going, we got 7 more bucks to go. And you can also do some option trades here. Maybe buy some puts for next week. Sell some puts for next week. This is looking juicy. Look at that, 300 bucks. This is over 2%. Actually, man, this is actually looking pretty good. That's just what I like to look in my spare time, just looking at the premiums. Do you honestly wait on lower RSI on long-term stocks? It depends. It really depends. So let's say, for example, this is actually a pretty good question. So, for my positions, if you look at them, there's a lot of things in common with my position. Like I'm looking to own hundreds of shares of every position that I own, right? I'm not looking to just buy, I only want one stock. That doesn't make any sense. I want to own as many shares of a company as I can. And, I do that by the $100 shares mark. So let's say I get to 100 shares of Peloton, for example, right? And then you can see I have 120. These 20 shares are coming because there's massive volatility in the markets. So you see I have 120 shares. And right now I'm looking at the markets. And I'm looking whenever it dips, right? Whenever it dips past 30, I might consider, buying a little bit. Last week as well, there was many opportunities to buy on this dip. And it just makes sense to buy on the dip when it comes to the RSI indicator. It just helps makes things a lot easier, all right? When it happens, it happens. It doesn't happen often, especially in a bull market. So just don't use that as the only one thing to base your trade off of. Like use it with everything else. Like look at your average cost basis and stuff like that. El Boogie, he got 1,500 shares of CPE. Hopefully it's doing good for you, man. VYM and HDV, good ETFs for long-term holds. VYM sounds like a Vanguard ETF, dividend ETF. Yep, I like that. HDV. You only need one. I would stick with Vanguard. I would stick with the Vanguard ETF. What is covered call and a cash put? Go look up my videos on that. I explained that as best as I could in those videos. I need to update it though. Is SPHD a good stock? SPHD is an ETF, and I like it. I own like 200 shares. What's up, guys? We have 550 people in here. What's going on, man? So we have basically covered a lot of stuff in today's video. We've covered, should we be investing now or wait for the stock market to crash? And definitely, this is always on my mind. Honestly, is the stock market going to crash? We've been seeing so many crazy gains. There's some companies where I would just buy it and I'm up the next day. I'm up big the next day. We got the real Benjamin in here asking about Bill. Where have you been, man? Where have you been? It's been a while since I've seen you, dude. Always with the same super chat. Don't know. I should just have this like screenshotted up here for you. So you told me to get into this company probably last month at the all-time highs of 195. I told you guys I'm not going to be buying a stock when it pumps from, 130 to 195. So this is a reason why I don't do this type of stuff, right? And ever since Bill hit his all-time highs, it's just been trending down very slowly. It's down about $50 from his all-time high. I mean, it looks like it's seeing a nice recovery from here. So you might be able to ride this wave. The RSI last week was down 30. So it might be a good time to jump back into this, because the last time it was at around $130. It was, this is the support level. So I like it. It's better to buy this at 130 than at 195. BLV, is this a good ETF? BLV. I am personally invested in BND. All right, so BLV, it looks very Vanguard long-term bond market. So this one, BLV looks like a more niche for long-term bonds, but I'm in BND, so I'm in just the total bond market ETF. So look into this one and compare it with BLV. I'm pretty sure it's very similar. And but BLV. So one thing you guys might not know, they do distributions for every single month for BND as well. So I can show you guys my position on this. Just give me a second to get this set up. All right. So here's my portfolio, and I'm going to scroll down here. So about 1% of my entire portfolio is in BND. I should probably bump this up to 2% just to be a little bit safer. But I'm up a decent amount, 0.4, not too bad. I'm up more on Apple. So we're here with 500 people. Welcome to the live stream. Appreciate you guys. Whatever questions that you guys have, drop them in the chat. I'm just reading them, answering them as fast and as best as I can. Please, Nio, Bruce. You sound a little bit desperate here. A little bit desperate. I know anybody who asked me about Nio must be down a lot on Nio. A lot of people I almost bought into Nio at $50. So before this massive run up. So that's just me. I was looking at Nio roughly around here when there was so much hype. It peaked at $66, dipped all the way back down to 37, 35. I mean, this could honestly tank back to 30, 20, 15. There's really nothing holding it up right now when it comes to technical analysis. I mean, the $40 mark, it already cracked it. So I'll be really careful buying this dip. It does not look good at all. I mean, it's 28 on the RSI. It's tough. It's tough for anybody to hold on to this right now. When we look at the analysts, it's like completely spread out. $90 on the high, average 55, low on the $7. I'm so lucky I didn't jump into Nio. I rather continue to hold on to this Tesla position and build a Tesla position. You got to be aware, like Nio, how many Nio cars are out there? We got Jarhead in the chat. Welcome to our mod. Welcome back. What about Churchill Capital? I talked about Churchill Capital in the beginning too. For anybody, nobody buys Snap stock. It sucks. I highly disagree with you. I think a lot of people made money on Snap. Tried to pick some utilities for long-term dividend projects. Any thoughts? Hello from Boston, and good and happy investing, guys. Again, definitely this is a good move. I own the Vanguard utility ETF as well back in the day. I mean, I can't find it. Vanguard utility ETF. I would look into that if you guys are looking to utility stocks. All right, so let's start wrapping things up here. Let's do a final rundown of some of the companies that we've been looking at. VTI is up. It's at 200. Nio, we just saw, it's at $37. The bonds, my bond ETF is at 85. Peloton sitting at 111. Nice little reversal here. I might buy a little bit more there. Apple. Tesla sitting at 600. Man, look at this nasty dip. 900 to $600. Imagine all the people buying Tesla at $900. Just one share. And most likely, if you're able to buy Tesla at 900, you're probably buying a few shares at a time. CCIV, oh man, it's not looking good for all these EV companies. ExxonMobil, complete opposite. It seems like everybody's selling off the EV stocks for oil stocks or energy stocks. And GME as well. GME's up 10% on the day, $14. Congratulations for all you holders, man. Holding strong. I mean, I know one YouTuber buying Foot Locker. Jeremy, Financial Education, he's buying Foot Locker. Do you think O is a safe stock since they have so much debt? I own about 200 shares of Realty Income. Yeah, I own 200 shares of Realty Income. Average cost is $58. I'm completely fine owning Realty Income. No worries. Apple is down 10%, time to buy. It could be a good time to look into buying. I'm going to wait for a little bit longer just in case it dips more. All right, like I said, guys, if you guys are interested in watching something entertaining and learning at the same time, watch Billions. You guys can get a little deeper knowledge into hedge funds and how they talk and how they operate. Very, very entertaining. I'm already on season 2. I watch mines on Amazon Prime. It just comes free with the subscription. So I think a lot of you guys already have Amazon Prime. So go check it out. It's a fun watch. Very fun watch. I want GME to go up to 500 per share. You should buy some calls. If you buy some calls, it'll help put upward pressure on GME. We got some confirmation buys from Renee. Great show. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's a great show too. What you buy into Gap, you like them? I love Gap. Gap's awesome. If I could, I'd love to show off Gap any chance I get. So here's my gap position. I own 1,000 shares. I'm just bragging a little bit. Own 1,000 shares. Average cost $14, and gap is sitting at $27 today, baby. Let's go. We saw highs of $28. I'm up 13, almost I'm up almost 100%. So I love gap. Buzz ETF. I can check a Buzz ETF real quick. What's going on with Buzz ETF? I thought this was gonna explode, but it did not. It came out at $24.40, and I mean, it's coming back up there. If you look at what's in here, I would not buy this, man. I would not buy this. Expense ratio is way too high. You're going to be paying fees to Dave Portnoy. So I sold at a loss after the dip went crazy last week, and I was just speculating, and it wasn't a good play. All right, that's all the time that I have for this morning. Thank you guys for tuning in. We've been going strong for 1 hour. Stay tuned. End of the day, end of the trading hour, I will be back for another hour of answering questions live with you guys. Thank you guys. Bye.